What's going on, guys? K&A here at the K&A Media Network, back for episode 3, and let's get straight into it, Aiden,
Yes,
because there
sir.
have been some crazy trades going down in the NBA. We got John Morant to the Blazers, Giannis to the Heat, LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves. I almost said the Hornets. From the Hornets to the Timberwolves. Aiden, I just ask you this: which trade do you think is going to be most impactful for the team out of those three?
I mean, how do you not say it's the Heat, honestly? I mean, it's Giannis. Obviously, he's already won a ring. I think they kind of gave up a lot for him, though, which, I mean, he's worth a lot. But I kind of wonder if that's going to I wonder if that's going to hinder where they go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much of that is just going to be like, oh, well, maybe we won 45 games this year, so now we're going to win 47 next year. You know what I'm saying?
My first thought was the shooting, but then I kind of realized they do still have Norman Powell, and he's had a really good. Honestly, Norman Powell might be the most underrated player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, he was an All-Star last year. I kind of forgot he was an All-Star last year. I thought he was an All-Star the year before, but then I remembered during the USA versus World, he switched from USA to Jamaica so he could play for the World team. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's had a really good last 2 years. Obviously, the show isn't about Norman Powell, but I just feel like they still have that shooting. Yeah, they lose Tyler Hero. That was my only thing with the Giannis trade. I feel like the Heat were pretty cautious with that. And then this happens a lot of times when stars get traded. It's like I don't want to say work so hard, but you build up a roster that's good enough to contend with the star, and then you totally deplete that roster to get the star.
Yeah.
You just spend all that time building it up.
And then it's like, where does that leave you with in other ways? Because the depth is definitely gonna be lacking next year.
And if they,
which, I mean, they can still add stuff, but I mean,
oh, for sure. If the Heat had let's say they had a really good guard who could shoot, and then paired him with Giannis, I would be like, oh yeah, it's on now. But then it's with Bam and Giannis, it's like, all right, bro, you're still gonna need to shoot. You're still gonna need someone to handle the ball. They still have guys there, but I agree with you that I think that's the biggest impact on the team. I feel like the Heat now in the Eastern Conference, a lot of times when a Giannis type of player, if gone to the right team, can totally just make him a superpower.
Yeah.
With the Heat, it doesn't do that. I think the Heat are now up there with the Knicks, the Cavs, the Pistons, maybe depending on what Jaren Duran does, and other couple other things. They're up there in that contending bunch.
And I think defensively, it might be the best front court in the NBA. Honestly,
it's got to be, honestly, yeah.
Because I mean, just the mobility too. Bam isn't he's a good shot blocker, but I would say he's also very mobile and able to kind of perimeter defend too. Where a lot of centers are all paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, I want to point something out real quick. In our notes, and this is sorry, give me a second, guys. Kane wrote NBA trades Giannis, Ja, and Melo.
Oh, did I?
So I'm pointing that out to say, we always say, Carmelo's Melo, not LaMelo, and I agree, but I don't know. Just to see Kane do that, I don't know, man. Kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I thought I'd bring it up on here.
Maybe it's more so I just didn't type it out. I mean, I didn't even realize I did that. That's a good point. But speaking on that LaMelo Ball trade, it's so interesting because it's one of those things where usually two guards and two dominant ball handlers, I don't like it. But I look at that and I'm like, I think the Timberwolves kind of had to make that move.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if a lot of people read that story about Anthony Edwards. I read a story about him last week. They're saying he didn't like Julius Randle. He didn't like the Cat trade, which obviously.
Yeah, I don't think anyone liked that trade except New York.
Him. And then he didn't like how many double teams he faced last year. So I think adding in LaMelo Ball takes the pressure off of him.
For sure.
But it's almost like they had to do it. You got to do it was as much for Ant as it was for you.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I think honestly, yeah. I think obviously the Timberwolves are 100% all in on Ant. So I think the main thing you got to do is kind of keep him happy. Shout out LeBron for making that possible. No, I'm just playing. But I'm just saying, that's kind of the main thing is if you can't keep your star happy, then they're going to want to leave.
Yeah.
And I feel too, I don't know, dude. I can't imagine being one of the best players in the world and then my second best player is Julius Randle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Julius Randle's not bad. He's just one of those guys where it's he's going to be there, but you don't really want, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think too, that team is still solid. You've got LaMelo Ball to take some pressure off of Ant. You've got obviously one of the best scorers in the world, Jaden McDaniels, who I think is a really good player. But every time I mention him, I think of the Ant clip when he's getting interviewed before the Sun series, and it's they got KD, we got Jaden McDaniels.
For real.
But I think he's actually a really good 3-and-D player. Rudy Gobert is a really good defender. You've got some stuff there. You're gonna bring back Ayu Dosunmu, who had a really good playoff run.
I wonder how the Wolves fan feel about getting rid of Nas Reed though.
Nas Reed was loved out there.
I know they're getting. You see the Nas Reed tattoos?
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
That is a tough loss, but I think that at the end of the day, like you had to do something. You have to try out something. I think there's a world where this works. And this is going to be a hot take incoming. There's a world where this works, and I think there's a world where it doesn't. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see the give or take there. I will say, and we talked about this on the phone, Aiden, and I think we both agree on this. I'm disappointed to see the Hornets finally take a step forward and pretty much immediately tear it down. They just sent Miles Bridges to the Suns.
Yep.
Like, that's disappointing, I'm not going to lie, because they were fun to watch in the second half of the year.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they've honestly been pretty fun ever since LaMelo got there. And I think, honestly, that could even transfer over to the Timberwolves where it's like, oh, we get LaMelo to Ant Lobs. That would be fire, bro. That would be tough. And I feel like that's very, like,
highlight watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like kind of whatever, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like how can you not think that's fun?
Yeah, 100%.
And we're talking about this too. It's like this has like nothing to do with the sport. Well, it does, but we're like, is this the most TikTok team in the NBA? It's between the Timberwolves now and the Thunder.
I'm still giving it to the Thunder, but
the
group interviews and Jared McCain kind of pushed it over for me.
Facts.
But somewhat, that's interesting. We'll see those two teams this year. Also, I gotta say, the Blazers trading John Morant. You know how like on ESPN Bleacher Report they do like the trade grades, like grading the trade. They're hating on the Blazers making this move. I don't hate this move for the Blazers at all.
What they call it?
I think Bleacher Report gave like a B plus. ESPN was like B, something like that. Which it's fair. Like it's fair to question the fit, but like I think at the end of the day, like you're gonna rely. Like they're like, how are they gonna fit in with Dame? All right. Dame is coming off of an Achilles tear at what age? Like he's in the back half.
The real question is, how is Dame going to look? Is Dame going to be a factor when he comes back?
I mean,
just because he won a 3-point contest doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah,
let's be real.
I'm sure he is. I just think that look, John. It was cooked with Ja in Memphis. Like as soon as they traded Jaren Jackson, as soon as they traded. Who else did they trade? I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. As soon as Jaren Jackson.
Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane. Yeah. There we go. As soon as those two guys were out, you knew it was over. Their relationship was already rocky. Obviously, that was like a lot his fault.
Yeah.
But he's played. Like I read a stat, and the number might be wrong, but the last 3 years, I think he's played like 79 games. He hasn't even played a full season in the last 3 years. I don't know, 79 somewhere around.
And I think too, I think getting him like in a smaller market will be good for him, honestly.
Yeah, and Memphis is a small market. So is Portland. I mean, I think it really could work because Ja not the best shooter. Supplement that with Dame who can shoot the ball a lot. Ja a good slasher. You've got, and what I love about this trade, the reason I love this trade for Portland more than apparently other people do, they did it without giving up any draft picks.
Yeah.
And then they give up two players, Jeremy Grant and then someone else I'm forgetting, but like you didn't give up.
They didn't give up anything crazy
to get a
and honestly,
all-star.
Jeremy Grant, bro, like this is gonna be kind of stupid, but he's like that guy that you trade for on accident on 2K, and it's like a nightmare trying to get rid of his contract. So I mean,
yeah, and
honestly,
it's like I mean, Portland obviously like they're probably not going to contend. They're not going to contend for a title this year. I don't think.
No.
When they're really hitting their height, 3 years from now?
But I mean, they weren't bad this year though.
No, they played the Spurs good in the first round. Like, obviously the scores didn't reflect it, but if you watch those games, like they played good. They still kept Denny Avdia. That was the one thing that I like when the Blazers were mentioned in the Giannis rumors or even the Jaylen Brown rumors. I'm like, don't tear up your core.
And I'm still hearing about they could still get Jaylen Brown to the Blazers.
I
don't buy that.
I don't think so. I think a report just came out like last night or this morning that they're not interested.
That's like a Knicks fan level of delusion.
But I just feel like we talked about with Giannis. Don't break up your core. Like if you're hooping and there's no point in breaking up that core.
And I think too, like I said, the Blazers do have shooting too.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not really like. You know what I mean? If they traded like their two best shooters for Ja, then they'd be cooked. And that's kind of that kind of goes back to the Heat, where I'm like, you kind of traded Tyler Hero, and it's like,
we'll see how.
I wouldn't say he's their best shooter, but he's probably the highest volume one on the team. If not Norm Powell, obviously.
Norman Powell's got to step up there. Also going to the Bucks, Khalil Ware, who I really like too. We'll see what the give or take is there. That'll be interesting. But again, I think the Blazers, Ja going to the Blazers is getting a little bit overhated.
Yeah.
I like that move. You gotta move on. All right. Well, speaking of moving on, It's officially World Cup season. I'm repping the world. Okay, I'm repping the World Cup. The World Cup is in full swing. It's been live.
Yeah.
Aiden, how much have you tuned in?
I mean, honestly, honestly, zero. No, I'm playing. I mean, I've turned on a game pretty much every day. Like, I mean, I didn't like really sit down and fully watch every single one of them, but obviously, like, it's always on. I'm always flipping it on. Yeah, I'm going somewhere tonight to watch the Mexico game.
We're recording this, and obviously, this will come out later in the week. But yesterday was the first day of the knockout round. We're recording this on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. I mean, the Brazil-Japan game, like Brazil was very well could have lost that game. Germany going out to the Paraguay team that we destroyed.
Yeah.
And then that game last night, Morocco and Netherlands, was insane. I watched the second half.
It went to pins, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see who won in that one.
Morocco
Dang.
got it done. Shout out to the Morocco for winning because the Netherlands beat us at the last World Cup, so they got a little bit of revenge for us. But it's been fire. Just overall thoughts on like the World Cup and like what impact you've like kind of seen it have, because like it's everywhere. I know we talked about this in the last show, but
yeah, and we were talking about it last time too, where it's just like the fan impact is just way different. Like, I don't know, like especially being in America too, like just like the amount of the boost to, like, you see like a restaurants and all these different places, and like it's crazy just see, like the financial benefits of it all and just like the community of it all. It's really cool to see.
So when we're recording this on Tuesday, tomorrow, big day against Bosnia, taking on Bosnia. I'll give any American a lot of money if they can point that out on a map. I have no idea where that is on the map. We should be an easy one for us. We'll see what happens. You got a prediction for what's your prediction?
5-0? No, I was playing.
Ooh, okay. I hope you're right.
I'm gonna say probably like, I don't know, because Pulisic isn't playing, right?
No, he's not playing.
He's playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Ooh, I'm gonna say like 2-1 USA.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go big. I think we're getting this one 3-0.
3-0? 3-0. All right, bro. We're gonna do
3-0.
Cue the scorecard.
I ask you this though, can the U.S. win the World Cup? Yes or no?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't think so. I haven't really seen enough.
So?
I haven't seen enough. I don't know. I feel like they kind of get favorable matchups. Like
not
in the
will
stage.
they? Can they?
Well, they can, but I mean, I don't know. After watching France play, bro, I was just like, France is gonna fry us. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that'll be interesting. Round of a quarterfinal round, we could possibly be matched up against Spain.
Ooh.
So that'll be tough.
That'd be fire.
Give me Chris Richards locking up Lamine Yamal all day, every day. So that'll be interesting to see.
I think France is frying stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like that's us. I don't know. Hey, bro, maybe we win on pins. Who knows?
I don't know.
But it'll be fun.
That's the way of saying, we fluked the game.
Yeah. So you got France as your winner though, right now, as of now.
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like it's like really generic to pick France to win, just because like, I don't want to be the guys like, oh, just pick the favorites.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I don't know. I feel like kind of lame like to pick the favorite.
Yeah, I mean they look like the best team right now, especially because Spain is not doing well.
Yeah, they're not really performing that well.
They were going to do. Brazil has been a little bit disappointing. A lot of the favorites have been disappointing, which I guess is good for us. I don't know. I think it's so exciting to see like I told like casual fan, like there were some casual fans that I talked to about the World Cup. Oh, we don't like soccer. We don't really care. And I was like, you will care. Like when it starts happening, you will care. And it's cool to see like people caring, like the videos of like people everywhere like going crazy for the goals. For like our team, our soccer fans like are coming up and showing out. And I hope that they like continue. Like even after the World Cup, they continue following the team and stuff like that. It's cool. I mean, I think like from the sheer perspective that soccer starts when they say it's going to start, unlike every other sport, it's a great sport. Like, if the game starts at 9 o'clock, it starts at 9 o'clock.
And you got 90 minutes, barely any commercials.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the hydration break, bro. We know why they did that. I swear.
Yeah.
When I see that, I'm like, bro, y'all did that just for the ad revenue.
We're trying to protect the players, but the ad revenue.
roll the Calci ads.
Do you think they should continue the hydration breaks to the next World Cup?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't see like a major flaw. It's not like it like takes out like 10 minutes of the game.
I will say, I haven't seen as much of the gambling commercials on the World Cup as I have like the finals, other sports.
Oh yeah.
So props to the World Cup.
Well,
for that.
you definitely got to pay a lot more money to get on there.
Oh,
that's definitely why. So I'm sure a lot of these companies aren't really. I'm sure the creator of Calci with his George Washington AI ads isn't really bringing enough revenue to get on the World Cup.
I did see though, FanDuel, if we make it to the round of 16, you get $250 bonus bets.
Whoa!
So if you're into that, I don't know. But speaking of America, Aiden, this Saturday is 4th of July.
Yes,
and I
sir.
got to say, before we start, I remember, I don't even know if you remember this, but during the NBA playoffs, they had like the America 250 on the side of the like backboard, and like they were wearing the jersey patch in the finals. And I remember one time you asked me, you were like, why do they have the America 250 on the side? So I think Aiden just learned a couple weeks ago that it's the 250th birthday of America.
I did actually learn that recently.
So in honor of that, we're going to be giving our top 5 Americans. Before we give our top 5 Americans, Aiden, I want to ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a huge joke, 1 being the most serious, how serious is your list?
1 being a joke, 10 being a serious?
10 being a joke.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll give like a 6.
Okay.
Maybe 7. There's some on there. Okay.
No fun.
Let me think. I think 2 on there. I'm actually being for real.
Okay. I would give mine would you give yours a 6 as a joke? I'll give mine a 4. I think 4. Mine is pretty much of a joke. But we'll see what happens. So Aiden,
you want to go 5 and 5 and then 4-4?
Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead.
Right,
give me your number 5. No, you go first. As the guest.
Number 5, bro. I got John Cena.
Wow.
Just the GOAT, bro. Just a real glue guy, you know. No, I'm just playing. But I mean, okay, joke and kind of serious. He's a cool guy. Like he does a lot, like for Make a Wish and all these different stuff. I wouldn't say he does a lot for the foundation of America, but he's a cool. I think honestly too, I didn't really factor in like what they just did for America, because I think that's kind of subjective. Like that's kind of you can kind of like that's like opinion based more. So I kind of base it off of like, oh, these people are cool or whatever. Which like some people do have foundation based. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like he's just a cool guy. Like he does good stuff for other people too, and I don't know, he's cool.
Do you want to wait till us?
Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
That's all right. All right. Sorry, just had to cut that. All right. So for my number 5, I have the GOAT, Joey Chestnut. I wanted to include him on the list, but I didn't want to put him that high.
Yeah.
He eats hot dogs. But I mean, dude, like on 4th of July, watching that man walk out and eat all those hot dogs, like
I get hyped, bro.
I get hyped for that. Like I feel proud to be American when he walks out there and eats those hot dogs.
Like it's like you're sitting on the couch and he walks up, you kind of stand up a little bit. You don't even think about it. It's just you just kind of whoa.
And the thing, it's early in the morning, so it's before you go to the like 4th of July function or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a huge meme. Like it's hilarious. Like shout out to him, and he wins every time. Like there's no.
It's not even a competition, bro. He'll be on like 55, and they'll be on like 33.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, this is insane.
It's insane. So I got him at number 5. Aiden, who you got at number 4?
Number 4, I got MLK. You know, my first serious entry.
Okay.
I don't think I gotta explain the impact of him.
I like it. Yeah, not bad. Number 4 for me. I went with Christian Pulisic. If they win the World Cup, he'll be number 1. But I went ahead and slid him in at number 4. Had to include a soccer player. You know, 250th birthday of America, World Cup, soccer fever's taking over, like we just talked about. So I went ahead and put him at number 4. Aiden, who you got? At number 4? And this is where my list. I gotta say, this is where my list gets serious. By the way.
So this is where my list kind of. Number 3, I got LeBron.
Okay. Hey, LeBron does a couple gold medals. Has
yeah, exactly. You know, I want to get one athlete on here because we do love sports. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to. You know, top 5 all time. You know, honestly, the way I thought about this list kind of was like, say I went back in time and I saw a caveman, what would I show him? That's kind of what I thought a little bit.
Fair, yeah.
That's not true to everything, but I mean, I would probably pull up a LeBron highlight and explain it to him, and he would know.
So for me, the rest of my list is serious. Number 3, I got Ben Franklin. Obviously, the Declaration of Independence would not be here without him.
$100 bill.
I got Ben Franklin. Yeah, $100 bill. So I got him at number 3. Aiden, give us your number 2. Who you got?
Joey Chestnut, number 2, man.
Oh, that's high. That's high.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. He gets me hyped. And I think, honestly, the most American thing I ever saw was whenever he was eating the hot dog, right? And that dude comes up on stage, and he puts him in a headlock while still eating the hot dog. Yeah. That was probably I was hyped, bro.
The most hype I ever got for a Joey Chestnut moment was that one year where it was raining, and they were like going to cancel it, and he was like, "Nah, I'm going back there and get the guys were doing this thing." I was like, "Heck yeah, come on!" So Joey Chestnut, totally fair. Number 2, my number 2, I got Neil Armstrong. Honestly, I don't think we talk about how like dope that is to go on the moon and plant the flag. Like our flag, no one else is on the moon. Like that's pretty dope. Yeah. So I got him at number 2. Aiden, I would hope that we have the same number one, but let's see. Who
We
got.
definitely don't.
Okay, never mind.
But number one, I got Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah, we don't. We
Just the most
don't.
influential guy of all time, you know.
Wow, so Michael Jackson, the greatest person in all 250 years of America, in your opinion?
Probably, unless he did, you know, what we, you know.
Well, my number one, no allegations, just straight up getting it done. George Washington.
No allegations. Come on, we can find something, bro. We can find something.
The GOAT, man, sailing across the Delaware, leading the troops to the dub. Got to be number one. Got to be the GOAT.
I thought about adding him, but I mean, I think when it came down to,
how could you not?
I mean, like realistically, he probably is. But like I said, like if I'm meeting someone who's never heard of America, I'm not showing them George Washington.
You're not showing them George Washington sailing across the Delaware?
No, they're gonna be like, I don't care. Because honestly, in reality, like, you know, we wouldn't be here, I guess, right?
Yeah,
no, I'm just playing.
Very true.
We wouldn't, but it's like. So, no, I'm just playing.
I think he's got to be on there. But, anyways, Aiden, you got any? Before we go, what's your ideal 4th of July? You got any memories? Any plans? What's going down for you on the 4th of July?
Man, a grill,
okay,
fireworks, and a pool. That's all I need, bro.
Sounds like all you need right there. Well,
what about you?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, pretty much the same. I'll not be working, so no baseball for me.
I actually do work that day, and I work the next day at 7 a.m. So I'm gonna be in the July 4th function like this.
Ouch. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into episode 3. This is a very American episode. I feel like I should say God bless America. But for now, it's Kane and Aiden
signing off.